darn near celebrated when the kid got back, didn't we? Zulf never thought he'd see a fellow her again. We become fast friends. Calamity has that effect on people. But there was more to be done. There was one last core to find. Kid ain't finished here yet. A scientific journal written in Zulf's native tongue. He learned so much from it. Too much. If only I'd known half the secrets of the Calamity were tucked away in that book, I'd have worked to translate it right away. Most of the Ura never got a taste of Caelondia's fine goods, unless they were born and raised in the city like Zia here. Sure, the world's all gone to pieces farther than the eye can see, but leave it to this gal to point out the amazing view. Girl tried to run away from home one time, but the marshals stopped that, didn't they? So many secrets in there and she can't even read it. Her father's own journal. Kid's surprised when I tell him there's only one core left. I shouldn't have believed it either. A lot of things need fixing up in this world, and we can start right here. We track the final core beyond the city to the wilds. That's the edge of the wilds, where Jocelyn and his boys disappeared. The wild unknown. Place can eat a man alive. Place is so raw, even the Calamity couldn't cook it. Not all of it. Know what's better than having a slinger pistol in a fight? Having two. Savage things lurking at every turn. Good thing pin cushions can't see where they're shooting. Kid learns the hard way not to touch those things. Pecker's got the core, like they're building a bastion of their own. The welcoming committee scrambles to attention. Didn't expect the kid so soon. They shouldn't have let their guard down. Getting that core was one thing. Getting out's gonna be another. He digs his way out of the clearing, but the wilds won't let him go without a fight. Wallflowers survive the Calamity. Same goes for the kid. Best take it real slow when pincushions are afoot. Slinger Johnson's old outpost is all that's left of him. A handful of windbag shipments made it out this far. Kid's faster than a slinger with those guns. Don't ever turn your back on a pin cushion. Kid's roused up half the wild by now. Jawson's boys left all kinds of stuff out here. Then Kid gets the feeling he's being watched. Not by me, by a lunkhead. Lunkheads ain't fond of two-legged animals. It hit him anywhere but the hindquarters, and he only make him mad. Sees a smooth black stone carved up by the calamity. Be seeing plenty more. The wilds already reclaimed this place. Leave it to the kid to make time for stomping swamp weeds. He's anxious to get back. After all, he's got the final core. His journey's over, right? Well, no, it ain't. Not by a long shot.
Of course.
Kid knows something's up when we ain't there to give a warm welcome. See, Zulf and I were just wrapping up a heated discussion. Zulf can barely muster the words. The calamity failed, he says, but I will not. And with that, Zulf leaves us here, alone. When Zulf got through reading that journal, he just snapped. Started smashing up the monument till I tried to stop him.
You know, where my taxes pay for those.
Zulf cursed the city, cursed the Bastion, cursed me, said he was going home. Good thing I didn't throw away the manual. Zulf banged up the monument pretty bad. But there's a way to put it back together. The Shards. We're gonna need all of them to nurse the Bastion back to health. Finders keepers. The Ura feared the gods. We turned them into toys, put their faces on our walls. The city brought the Shards to the wilds. Now the kid's gonna bring them back. After Zulf's little episode, kid sets off in search of Shards. First stop, Jawson Bog. You'll get lost in that bog, I told the kid, and I won't be able to guide you back. Well, I let him go. What else could I do? What could any of us do? Zulf put us in a real bind. Hurt the Bastion bad. But the Shards can make it better. They're like smaller doses of the core's medicine. Shame the only place to fill that prescription is out here in the wilds. This place is intoxicating.
Within Johnson's bog.
Don't know where he's gone. Might be gone for good, for all I know.
Ow.
Wherever he is, it's somewhere I've never been. Somewhere I never want to go. can't fall, no matter how hard he tries. That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella. What do you say to a kid who's seen too much? I'm Zulf of Ura. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Now the kid sees something stranger still. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds peckers, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions, vine apples, swamp weeds, ankle gators. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild. Kid sets foot inside one of Caelondia's famous watering holes. The security's just gonna have to straighten out. He has the nerve to flash the shield he stole. He's a petty thief. Kid succeeds where the calamity failed. Would you look at what he did to poor old Rondi, the bartender? Proper story's supposed to start at the beginning. It's so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world's alright, snoozing there on a rock in the sky. He wakes up. I'm just fooling. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. He sees what's left of Pith, the bull. The gods, they're all undone. His friend, he's come undone too. He sees what's left undone.
Ordinary campsite. Not too bad.
Near lost my train of thought just thinking about that place. The kid doubles back just in case he missed something. The shard ain't lost either. Not anymore. Now to find a ticket out of this hole. Stay out in the wilds long enough. It messes with your head. Hard to get a sure footing in the bog. Disgusting things. Ever heard of the lung blossom? It's bigger than the stories say. The breath on that thing, like a scumbag sprung a leak. They say one whiff of lung blossom can make you lose Mother only knows what happened in the bog. Kid never much cared to speak of it.
I don't think he dreamed of the Wizard of Oz. His partner.
A shard is like a poor man's core, but beggars can't be choosers. That's it. A few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business. A single shard can breathe new life into this place. The shard's got enough juice to spruce up any of these places. Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city. Taught him a little something from my days on the front. Garmouth. Last thing the gods are gonna do is make our lives easier. The city tried to use the shards to stake out the wilds. So much for that plan. Rothless Lagoon. Even the brushers stopped going there. Didn't like being eaten.
Actually, don't answer that.
Ankle gators used to roam the wilds, and they nested at Rothless Lagoon. Many a tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here. All kinds of beasts we don't know up from down, still lurking about. Even the brushers learned to fear this place. They used to think that ankle gators were extinct. Well, they ain't. One of them's been living in the tall grass. They called her Queen Anne.
Yes, just listen to the South African guy when he tells you not to turn long grass. Long grass. Point is,
The lagoon's got plenty of other dangers, of course. Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things. Ain't time for pecker hunting, but the kid can't resist. Can't fight Queen Anne without the proper tools. The brushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same. They say you can't hurt an ankle gator unless it's raining. And it ain't raining. Can't get hasty in a place like this. Sharp sticks make Queen Anne nervous, so she backs off a bit. got a mean throwing arm. Those pincushions been living off the ankle gator scraps. Queen Anne can't fit down some of these narrow paths. Into some kind of twisted trap. One bad step in that tall grass and he's Queen Anne's lunch. He holds his ground. Seems the Queen's running out of options. The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Kid's gotta make a run for it. That old gator's right on his tail. They make a tasty snack. Scared a bunch of peckers out of hiding. Ankle gators don't much care for their young. That's why there ain't many around. Want to know how to find an ankle gator lair? They use a kid as bait.
It's a terrible idea and I hate it.
The Shards sitting in plain view. He's got it, and now to finish her off. Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go. They say if you run across an ankle gator, you better keep running. She's starting to get annoyed. Queen Anne. That was for the brushers. Kid's done what needed to be done. Queen Anne's reign is over. We even got a crown jewel. All that trouble for a single shard. But you know what? It was worth it. That gator's a crazy gal. But so is the gal who promised to look after her. We need an awful big lost and found under the circumstances. My word for it. Don't ever drop one of those. They said Queen Anne was just a folktale. Now there's living proof she ain't. Still no mail. Go figure. Poor kid collapses after just one drag. The past. Only good thing ever come out of the past is history.
Really exciting stuff. If you can stomach it.
The past catches up with a kid. Hardly had a moment's rest since all this started. Fair to say he's led a hard life, supposing what he says in his sleep ain't no lie. What was I saying? Anyway. He never knew his old man, but he had his mama to take care of. Frail thing with pure white hair like his. Having his mama's hair did the kid no favors while he was growing up, but he learned to hold his own out there. School ain't working out, so the kid signs up for a turn on the rippling walls. Make his mama some money. Wait, where was I? Thanks to folks like the kid, the walls kept Caelondia safe from whatever's out there. The elements, the Ura, you name it. Once the kid done his time, he hurried on home. Turns out his mama's time was done too. The city had nothing for him. The money he'd been sending home was nowhere to be found either. Past don't matter for nothing now.
Yeah, probably good to stop. Ow. I'm sitting right next to the pipe out of the wall.
wasn't fixed, it was unbroken. The next shard should be farther out there in the wilds.
No, and I completely spaced. Ouch.
Point Lemaine's Grand Rail once brought the riches of the wild right to our doorstep.
That's better.
Few places steeped in history and sweat so much as this. Point Lemaine. If the wilds could ever be tamed, it was gonna happen right here. But now, the greatest outpost past the city line is nothing but a freak show. The army's triggers once had the place on lockdown. Kid might as well pick up where they left off. Blam! Just like my fighting days. Gun like that can even put the wilds in check. Point Lemaine seen better days for sure, but it ain't done. Whole place shudders in a fit. The Grand Rail on Point Lemaine. Not only is it still there, it still works. Of course, it's no longer shipping hides and alloys and spices, but it can give the kid a lift. Just as long as he can stay clear of the trouble on the tracks. Grand Rail's all grown over with things of calamity chewed up and spat out. Things eager to take back their turf. Kid don't let so much as one of those things slip by. Settled in like they own the place. Not much wiggle room up there near the rail. Takes fancy footwork on the rail, what with wallflowers, coffin, fungus everywhere. The place used to be closed off, but now it's split open like a rotten pineapple. Of course, the Grand Rail's seen much more fighting in bygone times. The Caelondia War, 50 years ago, doomed to happen again. It was right here that Zulf's forefathers decided to mix it up. Okay, so maybe we didn't get their sign-off on the whole Grand Rail thing. That was bad. The rail must have shook the Ura to the bone down in those dens of theirs. Well, the rail won't last much longer now that the kid took the shard. It's still got one good run in store for him. All the rotten wood there on the rails turned it into Swampweed Central. Ever tried dancing side to side while holding your breath? While shooting a genuine registered army carbine? While choking on swampweed? Hackers trying to prick you in the eye? Well, let me tell you, it ain't fun. It's the end of the line. He'll be picking swampweed out of those boots for days. Turns out he's got company up at the rail station, waiting for him. Not just another wallflower or pincushion, mind you. At first he thinks it's Zulf. This is for you, says the man. Then wham! When the kid comes to, the man's long gone, but something else is there. The only words Kid recognizes on that parchment are for Zia. Well, what's the kid to do? He took the shard, he took the hit, and he took that note. That note cuts straight to the heart of things, don't it? It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place. Just the occasion to crack open the distillery's private reserve. Looks like a little science project is all set. And that's everything. Mother knows he's paid his dues in that forge. The note says it plain. Zia, go east to learn the truth about the calamity and our people. I'll be waiting. Sincerely, Zulf. Finding gourmet ingredients ain't easy these days, but we'll take what we can get. Zulf's messenger was one of his people. Wonder just how many of them survived, and what exactly Zulf told him.
Subscribe, click the little bell notification icon, and check out my Patreon for ad-free early access content. And I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye and happy trails.